Welcome back to the Barefoot Bible Vlog. I'm David Wright, digital creator and author. Today, I invite you to join me in exploring a thought-provoking topic, the winepress of the wrath of God. We'll delve into Revelation 14, the last few verses together. And it's an opportunity to reflect on our faith and some of the deeper meanings of Scripture for us. Let's start with verse 16. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. The earth will undergo this harvest of judgment. Verses 17 through 20, there'll be an unfolding of this spiritual harvest, emphasizing the gravity and urgency of the situation at hand. Verse 17 continues, another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. Now, this is the fifth angel from the temple in heaven, and it wields a sickle, a powerful symbol of action and judgment. And verse 18 continues, and another angel came out from the altar. Now, that's the altar in heaven itself. Had power over fire, cried with a loud voice to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth. Her grapes are fully ripe. This sixth angel possesses a significant power over fire, power reminiscent of the angel depicted in chapter 8, who took fire from the altar in heaven and cast it down to the earth. It's crucial to note that altar was where the imprecatory prayers of the martyrs were offered, highlighting their call for justice. And verse 18 records when that takes place. When the grapes are deemed fully ripe, they're primed for harvest, signaling a readiness for action to unfold. And Charles Ryrie, in his book on Revelation, noted, quote, the picture here is that all false human religions are fully ripe, ready for harvest. So the harvest is ready because humankind, in its own effort apart from God, has fully developed an apostate religious system, from page 105 of his book called Revelation. Moving forward, verse 19, and the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the winepress of the wrath of God. And it was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even to the horses' bridles by the pace of, it's the equivalent of 200 miles up to the horses' bridles. Startling vision. How John even recorded this is hard to describe. As the blood flowed from that winepress, it compels us to obsess with the gravity of things, urging us to comprehend the implications. One author noted, quote, a winepress consists of two stone basins connected by a trough. Grapes would be trampled, and the splattering of the juice vividly pictures the blood of those who will be destroyed. And so we'll move on with verse 1 of chapter 15. I saw another sign in heaven, a great and marvelous, 7 angels having 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of God. Now, interesting in terminology here. The 7 last, the word last, is the Greek word eschatos. We're somewhat familiar in English with eschatology, which is the study of end times or last things. So here the imagery intensifies. This angel, each angel wields this bowl brimming with God's unfiltered wrath, and it's a theme that's hinted at in chapter 14, and now it's fulfilled. They're about to be poured out in the final days. And that brings us to an announcement of here, the Song of Moses. It's chapter 15, verses 1 through 5. I invite you to share your thoughts and not to miss out. The links below the video will take you to Amazon here where you can order Revelation of Jesus, which is what we're covering, or the Daniel, the Secrets Revealed, which we will cover when we finish Revelation, or my last book, which is just out in Kindle and will be coming out shortly in paperback, called Judges, the Ripple Effect of Sinful Choices. And a heartfelt thanks to many who have already subscribed. If you have not, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and notify your Facebook friends about what opportunity they have to join you on the channel in our studying through Revelation. May God continue to bless.